Breaking news: Preparing for war, U.S. troops on maneuvers near North Korean border ahead of summit. U.S. soldiers are training for war in a series of joint military exercises with the South Korea Army near the North Korea border as dictator Kim Jong-un arrives in Singapore for historic talks with Donald Trump. The maneuvers are being carried out in hills close to the North Korean border just days before the historic talks in Singapore. And with Mr. Trump warning the North Korean leader he was getting just one shot at achieving peace, U.S. military commanders said they had to be prepared for any eventuality. Lieutenant Corporal Bill Coryell said, "The motto of the 2nd Infantry Division is, 'We fight tonight,' which means we're always ready to go." Colonel Scott Taylor of the 8th Army said, "Although peace hopefully is breaking out here on the peninsula, the reality is that we have to be prepared should it reverse, and so we're not going to stop preparing to deter that war. Frankly, the military instrument of national power provides the decision space for the diplomacy to succeed. We are very hopeful." The presence of 28,500 U.S. personnel on the Korean peninsula has always been seen as a stumbling block to peace, with North Korea viewing it as a threat to its national security and frequently demanding their removal. Recent joint drills with the South Koreans enraged Kim, who described the moves as provocation and threatened to cancel his meeting with Mr. Trump because as a result. The South Korean military recently said Seoul and Washington would not publicize future joint military drills but denied it would scale down or cancel future exercises. Mr. Trump and his Defense Secretary James Mattis have insisted troop withdrawal will not be up for discussion during the Singapore summit, which gets underway at 9 a.m. on Tuesday. But conservative analysts in Seoul fear any peace deal could eventually lead to the U.S. military pulling out of the region, leaving South Korea exposed. Professor Tae-woo Kim from Kanyang University said, "Kim Jong-un doesn't need to demand the removal of troops because once they sign a peace treaty with the U.S. the demand will arise naturally in South Korean people." North Korea has the 4th largest military in the world, with around 1.1 million soldiers in its infantry alone.